Hi, 1 Hour Smart Home here, and today we're going to show you how to install your Ecobee Smart Thermostat Premium. This is currently the highest end Ecobee thermostat that you can get, and this was just launched in the summer of 2022. So this is brand new as of July 2022, and this is what the thermostat looks like. And what's really neat about this is that it has a built-in air quality sensor right into the smart thermostat. So in order to get this installed, a couple things you should know before you get started. It does require that you have a common wire either currently wired to your existing thermostat that you use to hook up to this, or that you use their common wire adapter if you don't have an existing common wire. So in this circumstance, we're going to show you how to install it on a traditional HVAC system where you've got a furnace and you've got an air conditioner. So let's get started installing this. The first thing that we need to do is turn the power off to our existing HVAC unit. So what I like to do is turn up the heating or cooling so that I know that it's on and I can hear my HVAC system, and then go down and shut that off. Typically, you're gonna have a switch that will shut off your HVAC system in the same room as that unit. But if you don't have that, you can always turn it off by going to your circuit breaker and turning off the circuit breaker labeled for your HVAC system. So you want to go do that now. We're going to go down and turn the power off right now. Okay, we turn the power off at the existing unit, so this is no longer running and our HVAC system is completely off. So what we need to do now is remove our existing thermostat. Typically, for a lot of thermostats, you're going to find maybe some tabs up here at the top or on the sides or on the bottom that are going to allow you to remove this. You might need to push those tabs in with a screwdriver. For this one, we just need to tilt and we can pull it right off here, and then we're going to pull that off, and now we can see our existing wiring. So here, what you want to do before you do anything else is take a picture of your existing wiring so that if you have any problems, you've got that picture to refer back to, and you can always use this wiring diagram and picture as a reference if you ever need to change other thermostats in the future. So what we've got here, that's our C wire. That is the common wire that you need for this. So we're going to be able to install this without the use of this device right here. But check this video, and we're going to include in the description another video eventually on how to wire this up if you have to install one of these common wire adapters. And we've got our W1 wire, which that is the heat control wire. So that's going to control the heat in your furnace, and that W1 wire is our white wire here. We've got our red wire, and that is wired up to RH, which is our power wire. Now, you may have your wire wired up to either RH or RC, or you may just have an R terminal for your existing wiring. And the R wire, whether it's an RH or RC, is designated as a power wire. Now, this existing jumper, you don't need to worry about that. That's just specific to this thermostat, so not a big deal here. Your red wire or RH wire or RC or R wire is going to go in there, and that is your power wire. The next wire we have is our Y wire. That is yellow, and that is for our cooling or our air conditioner. So in our situation, we've got a furnace and air conditioner wired up, and this is the signal that would turn on our air conditioner. This yellow wire here wired up to the Y terminal. Hopefully you can see that Y right there. We'll move that wire a little bit better there so you can see that. And the last wire we've got is our G wire or green wire, and that's wired up to the G terminal here. And that G terminal, that is our fan terminal. So that controls our fan wiring for our existing system and our existing thermostat. So once again, all of our wires will go through them. Our G wire, that's fan. Our Y wire, that is our air conditioner. Our RC or RH or R wire, that's going to be power. Our W1 wire, that is going to be our heating control. And our C wire is really just for charging. It's technically like a neutral wire. It completes the circuit, but we've got a C wire here, so we do not need to use the C wire adapter. Now all we're going to do is remove the existing wires here, and if you want, you should label these with the provided labels inside the Ecobee booklet, but we've got a nice picture, so we're good to go here. We're just going to take a screwdriver and loosen up each one of these terminals and remove the wires. Okay, now let's take each one of these wires out. We've got all of our wires removed from the existing terminals, so let's remove the existing thermostat backer plate from the wall. Now we're going to take our Ecobee Smart Thermostat Premium backer plate and wiring plate, and we're going to install that onto the wall. So they've provided with you a couple hole options here. We're going to use these up and down holes, but you could use these side to side ones based on whatever existing holes you have or mounting situation. So you're going to take your screws and just insert them there and then tighten this down onto whatever wall you've got. All right, we've got it pretty much mounted in there with our 2 screws. Now we want to make sure that we've got it level and just tighten it up with that last little screw there. And now we're all level and set and this is mounted. Now we're ready to insert the wires where they go. All right, so here we're going to take that picture that we took earlier and we're going to match up our wires to the new wire terminals. Now you may wonder why there's extra terminals here. We've got a Y1 and a Y2. Well, if you just had one Y wire like we did, this Y1 wire, we're just going to put it in the Y1. But the reason you may have more than one Y wire is if you've got dual stage cooling or dual stage heating. So if you had dual stage cooling, you'd have a Y1 and Y2 number and a W1 and W2 wire for dual stage heating. So that's all these extra terminals are for if you have multiple stage heating and cooling. Then you've got this OB wire. That would be if you had a heat pump, but we're not installing a heat pump. And then over here, you've got your RC and RH wire, and that's if you've got a dual fuel system. So if you had, let's say, a boiler system and then a separate air conditioning system, you would most likely have 2 power wires, and your RC wire would be your air conditioner power wire and your RH wire would be your power wire for your boiler system. We're going to cover that all in other videos, so check in the description below if you've got a system that's more complicated than your standard HVAC system. So now we're just going to take our Y1 wire and we're just going to push it into the terminal. And when you see that button engage and it's held down, that means that you've got that in there far enough and it's nice and engaged in that wire terminal. So we got our Y1 wire in. Let's take our blue wire. That is our common wire here. And you can always refer back to that picture we took, and you're going to insert your common wire into your common wire terminal, which is that C terminal. So get that wire in there and then push to make sure you've got it all the way engaged with that wire terminal there. So you can see we've got those 2 buttons down. That has been engaged. Let's take our G wire, that is our fan wire, and we're going to insert it in here at the top and just push that in until we get good engagement there from that terminal. There we go. We've got our G wire in, and now we've only got a couple wires left. Now we've got our red wire left, and that's the power wire. So since we don't have a dual fuel system, we've got just a standard system with a furnace and an air conditioner. You want to take your red wire and you're going to put it in the RC terminal. So there's 2 options here. You want to, if you've only got one R wire, you want to put that in the RC terminal to get it hooked up. So we've put that one in there. Now, if you've got 2 R terminals, you're going to put them in the appropriate designation. But if you only have one R wire, you're going to put it in the RC terminal for power. Now our last wire here is our white wire, so we're going to put that in W1, and then we should be all set with our existing wiring. All right, we've got our W1 wire pushed in there, and you may need to fold all these wires kind of in place so they fit better. But now we've got everything secured, and we just check and see, make sure all these terminal blocks are pushed in. That means that that wire is properly engaged. It is. So now we're ready to take our Ecobee Smart Thermostat Premium right here, and we're going to install it on top of the terminal block and mounting plate. You can see the back of the Ecobee Smart Thermostat Premium has these little pins here, and those are going to align with the pins for the wiring terminals here. You want to make sure you have this right side up, and you've got a little speaker and vent right here at the top, so that's going to go at the top. And all you're going to do is push this in place to align with these clips and go right in these holes, and you're all good to go. So let's put our Ecobee Smart Thermostat Premium onto the mount, and then we're just going to push down, and there we go. We've got it clicked in place. I can hear them all click in place, and now we're good to go. So let's go and turn the power back on at our circuit breaker and or the switch in our HVAC room that controlled the power to this. And then as soon as we do that, this thing is going to light up and start getting set up. If you haven't done so already, download the Ecobee Thermostat app and set up a username and password. Once you do that, you're ready to get your Ecobee Smart Thermostat installed. There we go. We can see our Ecobee Smart Thermostat is powering up. We just got a high message, so that's great. We know the power is back on, and this is getting ready to set up and start up. It says, "Hi there. We will guide you through the setup process. Let's get started." It asks, are we a homeowner or a pro? We're a homeowner, so we're going to click Next. Here it says we have detected a wire connected to the RC terminal, but not the RH terminal. Is this correct? Yes, it is. Here it says we have detected wiring in the following terminals: G, C, Y1, W1, RC. That is correct, so we're going to click Yes. Do you have an accessory installed? No, we do not have a humidifier or dehumidifier or ventilator installed. We're going to click Next. Do you prefer Fahrenheit or Celsius? We want to go with Fahrenheit. And if you want to change any of these at any time, it is a touch screen right here, so you can change right there, and we're going to click Next. What kind of heating do you have in your home? We have a furnace, so we'll click Next. How do you want the fan to be controlled? By thermostat or by the furnace? We're going to click by the thermostat and Next. Name your Ecobee. We're just going to let this one be my Ecobee and click Next. It says a time to pair your Ecobee Smart Sensor. So the Ecobee Smart Thermostat Premium does come with this smart sensor that will also register temperature anywhere you put it throughout your home. But for now, we're just going to skip that because you can set that up at any time, or you can set multiple of them up if you want. And all you have to do is go through a menu here. It's very easy to set up and install. So for now, we're going to click Skip Pairing and click Next. So here it says connect to a Wi-Fi network to access your Ecobee remotely, weather forecasts, and maximize energy savings. You can use an iOS device, iPhone or iPad, or you can just use your Wi-Fi network. So we're going to go click Select Wi-Fi Network because that method's going to work for both Android and iPhone users. So we'll click there and then click Next. Now we need to choose which Wi-Fi network we're going to connect to, so make that selection and click Next. Enter your password. With your password entered, click Connect. Now it's connecting to your Wi-Fi network. Success! Your Ecobee is now connected. Press Next to continue the setup process. What is the current mode of your HVAC system? We've got it off right now, but we're going to put it to cool and click Next. What is your ideal temperature in the winter? We'll leave it right at that and click Next. What is your ideal summer temperature? That's a little bit too hot for me. I'm going to put it at 72 and click Next. Select your country of residence. I live in the United States, so we're going to click Next and Happy 4th of July. Select your time zone. Chicago time. There we go, click Next. It says your Ecobee Smart Thermostat is connected to Wi-Fi and ready for registration. Once the device connected to the internet, it showed us our registration code, but then it just went through kind of a reset process on its own. I'm assuming as soon as it connects to the internet, it kind of does a reboot to make sure it's got all those settings in there. So if you have that registration code, you're all good. You can open up the app and you're good to go. But ours did a reboot right then, so not a big deal. You just click up here in the upper right-hand corner on the menu settings, and then you're going to get that registration code. by going over here, you can click on all these. It shows you what they do. We want to click on settings here, and then we just have one step left. It's our registration right here. So if we click at the top there, it's going to give us our registration code, and we're going to click continue here. It says connecting to server. Please wait. So this is the code that you need to be able to set this up on the app. So we're going to open up the app now and then insert this code that's right here, and then we'll click finish. So here we've got the Ecobee app. If you don't have that, download it. We're going to open it up here, and it just shows a device I've already got connected to Ecobee. Now, in order to get the Ecobee Smart Thermostat Premium set up, I'm going to click in the upper left-hand corner on the plus symbol up here, and that's going to allow me to add a device. You can see that just popped up in the menu here, so I click Add a Device. Here it says, which product are you adding to my home? I'm adding a thermostat, so I'm going to click that right there. And it says, is your thermostat already installed and powered on? Yes, it's installed, so I'm going to click right there. And now all we need to do is enter the registration code that we've got right here, and then it will connect. So let's enter the code. Once I've got the code entered, I'm going to click done, and then I'm going to click next. Registering thermostat. Adding your thermostat to your home. Here you can enter your home details, so you can put the size here, the apartment, number of floors, bedrooms, and the building age, and that's all going to help optimize your heating and cooling. So we're just going to say that these settings are correct, but you should adjust these for whatever your home is, and then I'm going to click next. All systems go. Show me my thermostat. Here we go. So we've got our thermostat connected. We can go over here and just click finish because now we've got that registered. No reason to do that anymore. And we can just go back to the home screen here. And now it says registration confirmation. It is linked to my account, and I'm going to click OK here. And now we're all good with that as well. It says, welcome to Ecobee. Let's learn how to change a temperature with a quick tutorial. Let's start the tutorial. Tap any of the temperature values that you see on the screen. All right, and then I can click up or down, or I can scroll right through here like this because this is a touch screen. Here it says, see the change in action. The bottom of the screen displays the temperature that your system is heating or cooling to. To cancel the change, select X. So we're just going to, I guess, press next here and see what else is going on. And there it goes, says tutorial is complete. So over here on the phone, you can do anything that you can do on the thermostat, and you can pretty much do everything that you can do on the thermostat on the phone. So I like to use the phone app because that's the great thing about a smart thermostat is you can control it from anywhere, and you can just click up or down using these buttons, or you can scroll. So I usually do the scroll, and then that will change your temperature there on your thermostat as well. So you can see that it went up. It says 80 until 10:30 p.m. or 11:30 p.m. And then our current temperature that it's registering inside is 75. So our HVAC system will let this temperature get all the way to 80 before it clicks on. But if we wanted to make our HVAC system and air conditioning turn on right now, we just set it down there at 66 or something below 75. And what that's going to do is then turn on our air conditioner. You can see this blue ring around the outside. That means that it is turned on and that it's cooling, and we're going to get cooling down to 66. Now, if I click on any of these, I can click here. I can see the weather here and what's going on in Chicago. And then I can click on anything else over here, our HVAC mode, heat, cool, auto, or off. So if I wanted to heat, I just switch over to heat. And if I go into auto, that's going to both turn on my air conditioning automatically and my heating automatically on its own. You just got set points. So at 64, the heat would turn on, and at 69, the cooling would turn on. And if I wanted to completely turn it off, I would just click right here, and it's going to turn everything 100% completely off, so no heating or cooling. And then you can see it is completely off. Now, if I go over here, I can click on this and change a couple different things here. I can say home away, away for now, or sleep. And these are just different temperature set points that you can set to be able to save energy. So if you're away, it's automatically going to save you some more energy. If you're home, it means that it's going to have you at your most comfortable temperature for home. And sleep, a lot of people like to sleep a little bit cooler, so you could have a lower temperature for that. Here you've got your fan, and you can have it on auto, so it'll automatically run whenever your HVAC system is on, or you can click it to on, and then it's just going to run there for you, and it's going to continuously run the fan if you want to circulate some air. So you can click out of that. We'll switch that back to auto, and then you can click over here, go to X, and then the most settings that you've got here are up here in the settings menu. You can change some more stuff, but you've also got a humidity reading right here. It says 42 degrees and clean. So that is our air quality here. You can see it's calibrating, but we've got clean air, low VOC and low CO2. So that's what's really unique about this Ecobee Smart Thermostat Premium, is that it does have an air quality sensor in there, and it monitors your air quality, the cleanliness, the VOCs, and the CO2 in your home. So I'm glad it's on clean and not poor. Then we're going to click up here in the top, and we're going to look at our settings. You've got some other stuff here. You've got Eco Plus, and that's basically all the smart thermostat parts of this, where it's automatically going to turn your HVAC system to temperatures for both comfort as well as saving energy. So you can go through here and mess around with these smart home and away on. That's designed to help save you energy when you're away. And then you can click this all the way over to, do you want to save more energy, or do you want to be more comfortable? So maximum savings, it's going to turn it down the most when you're gone. But if you want minimum savings, and then you can slip it all the way over to that side. So it's really about comfort or energy savings. You can change what you want there. You've got our schedule assistant on, so that's going to automatically help create us a schedule. Adjust temperature for humidity. So, with humidity, it can make the temperature feel different. So we've got that on. And then you've got time of use. It shows you how much you've used it for the day, the week, the month. You can click here, and then it would show you that. But obviously, we haven't run this long enough. We've only had it connected for a couple minutes, so it's not going to show that there. And then community energy savings. It says high energy demand for your community can exceed supply and lead to outages. Eco Plus works with your utility provider to prevent them. Turn this off. So we're going to leave it off for now. And then you can go back here. We've got some more options, and click back again. And now we've got our different systems for the HVAC. You can click here, and you can click on to auto heat or cool like we did earlier. What also is neat is you can click your fan runtime, so not just on auto, but you could have it run 5 minutes per hour, or 20, or 35, or all the way up to 55 minutes an hour if you just wanted to circulate air. So we're actually going to turn that off because we just turned it on, but let's go to 0 and click done. And then you go back here and go back again. You've got your air quality here like we already showed you. You've got your sensors, so you can add that temperature sensor. You've got your schedule here, so you can create a schedule if you want. You've got sleep, home, away, and sleep. Or right now we just have home, but you can click in here and you can add a point. So we would just add away here and click save. And then now you can see it's sleep, home, away, and sleep. And you can change between those and create different schedules and move around the times on these as you want. So just click save there and go back. And then you've got comfort settings here. Click on that, and you can change these between your temperatures here. Click on any one of these and change what you want for heating or cooling. Click back again. You've got reminders and alerts. So here you can get reminders for when your air filter needs changed. And you can have alerts for low temperature so that your pipes don't freeze. High temperature if you got a pet or someone at home that you don't want to get too hot. Low humidity or high humidity. So we'll click there and go back again. Now you've got your device settings. That's pretty much just going to be like your Wi-Fi settings and serial numbers, so we don't need that. And then you can link to Amazon Alexa, Siri, HomeKit, or Spotify, all down here in these options down here. So really neat device because it does work with voice commands, HomeKit, and Siri, and Alexa. So it's really nice that you can integrate that. So I could say, Alexa, turn the temperature to 78, and it would do that with voice commands. So we're going to click out of this, and that is pretty much all we've got For the Ecobee Smart Thermostat Premium, you can do all the stuff that I showed you on the phone pretty much on the device. It's a touch screen. You'll just need to tap through the menus to get wherever you need to go here, and then you can click on those menu items down here. So thank you for watching this video on how to install your Ecobee Smart Thermostat Premium. This is a really neat device, and I really like that they added the air quality sensor in here so you get some feedback on what's going on with your HVAC system within your home. If you like this video, please give us that thumbs up, subscribe, or click any of the links below. Thank you.